Mm-hmm. 5 to 7 minutes.
Good evening, fellow Toastmaster, Madam President, and everyone. So they say love is a universal language. What they don't say is love is actually harder in foreign language. There is subtitle, there is translation error, and there is also a lot of grammar corrections. So today, I would like to bring all of you to experience on my very own journey of cross-cultural language and love. So when two people came from two complete different worlds, like me and my now husband Max, love is not just about romance, love is also about negotiating rice versus bread, and also why shoes must come off before you enter the house. That's not negotiable. But don't worry, now he is well trained, no shoes, no debate.
It's no compromise.
So the first time I met him at F45. So this is basically a place where you pay money to suffer. So I came from Burma, as you all know, and where we brew tea the whole day to serve ourselves and to serve the house guests. He came from Belgium, French speaking, where beer is the land of our national treasure and chocolate is a basic food. So you would think like East meets West, sounds romantic, right? But let me tell you, the cultural differences leaning toward understanding each other was steeper than the first squat that we ever did at the gym. So of course, the first obstacle came in the language barrier, which is the miscommunication. So sometimes when I say something, even though I put it in the best intention, words can be slippery. It comes out in different way. Believe me, I'm really funny in my own language. But when you translate it into English, sometimes the words just get lost. And I wonder, like sometimes, when I really wanted to say, I like you in a language, but in my own language, but it is actually deeper than I like you in English, right? But sometimes there are also things like, I'm really just upset. I did just upset it, but what I actually meant to say was, I really wanted to kill you right now in 1,000 times. Something like that, right? So sometimes that makes me wonder whether he really understands me, or did he really get my values and belief? Or like, did I just agree to adopt a cat with him, right? So that kind of unnecessary stress and burden put a lot of on us. So we actually took a 5 minutes break before we argued anything. Okay, let me just go back and translate something and then we come back to you like an office. Okay, but language is not only the obstacle. Every language brings the culture, unique culture. Each culture lands up in food, habit, values, belief, etc. Right, so there comes to the household things for us. So in Europe, everybody uses a dishwasher. In my home, you roll up your sleeve and then you clear your empty dishes. And then for the laundry dryer, please don't think about it. In Singapore, we have abundant sand. It is free, it is reliable, and the best part, it doesn't beep like a drying machine. And then there comes our parents. Both of our parents don't really speak English as a first language. Their first parents' meeting was very nerve-wracking. Imagine like a UN summit, but without an official translator. But to my surprise, they communicated very successfully, of course with a lot of smile, a lot of gesture, and a lot of food offering. And then from that moment, I realized that love is about making an effort to the people you care and you love. And also our parents suffer each share of the cultural differences as well. Let me tell you one example. Me and my parents visited Europe and their family wanted to treat us a nice food. So they brought us to a fancy restaurant. And when the food served, my dad's face was a little bit dark and I asked what happened. And then he said, the pasta is not cooked properly. Please send it back to the kitchen. So the pasta al dente is off the menu. for him. So the rest of our trip, we have to hunt for the Asian food. And it's not only about the food. So even in our household, we also have to negotiate about bread versus rice. And he likes to have the hard sourdough bread with the cheese. And I like to have the soft, fluffy fried rice with sambal chili. And then he would like to mention the chocolate, but I like the crisp. But this cultural difference came as closer because we never fight over food. So if there is chocolate, he can have it. If there is chips, I'm not going to share with him. So from all these moments, I realized something. So I just wanted to say that cultural differences do not disappear in relationship. It became part of it. And I believe love is actually the translation of yourself, inner self, and making visible, invisible to the people you love and you care. And of course, in a foreign language, love is really harder in another language because words are not just words. Words are actually the bridges across to bridge all the. Sorry, let me repeat. Words are actually the bridges for all the river of the differences. Right? So I am not really a love expert, but in a summary from my own experience and own journey, I would like to give you 3 key messages. The first one, communication is more than words. It is about translating yourself to your loved one, even in the same language. And second one, growth comes from embracing the differences and accepting them. In the same culture, different culture, I think it's the same. And the last one, love is about building a shared culture towards the same goal, same values. Thank you so much.